Battlefield. Earth. Battlefield. Earth.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of Battlefield Earth. Open up those ear holes because we're about to penetrate it with some Scientology-esque information because we just watched minute 7 of Battlefield Earth. Things are getting lush and green and beautiful in this episode. Very quickly. And before we dive in, we have AJ.
How's it going?
We have Mark.
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching again.
And most of all, we have fun. That's what you're here for. Fun, right, Mark?
That's it. That's what I count.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm here for.
You sound like you're having lots of fun.
You're the life of the party, Mark. Life of the party.
I got my G&T right here. I'm having a great time.
Mark is getting unleashed right now.
This is the highlight of my week right now.
That is the saddest thing I've heard all day. And I spent my day at a... Never mind, I'm not going to go there. It'd get too dark. Anyways, minute 7. Okay,
Yeah.
I have a few initial thoughts, like right off the bat, because
Okay.
this is the new batch of episodes we're recording, so I don't quite remember exactly what happened at the end of episode 6, but Barry Pepper in this episode, his hair is wet. It's all wet. Why is it wet?
Well, we talked about this. They've had sequences where they're outside and it's raining randomly, and then sometimes it's not, and they just like went with it. So like sometimes it'll be wet and sometimes they won't, and they don't really care.
Yeah, in the last episode, he was leaving the cave, and it was
Right.
like misting outside, so
Yeah.
like he
Right.
had wet hair.
So
It
I
was
was just gonna
all-
make sure he's wet all the time, apparently.
So, but she's dry as a bone. He's all
Oh.
wet.
No, her hair's not dry.
Oh, it's dry as a bone. There's not even a flake of moisture on any of theirs. Not a single
Okay, well,
drop.
she's an actress, so she's probably like under umbrella or something
Mhm.
until she gets into the
and Barry
scene.
Pepper's just out in the dirt.
Yeah, Barry
Maybe
Pepper's the
maybe
slut.
Barry Pepper has like a sweating condition. He just sweats a lot.
Could be. I mean, he
That's
was in
not-
a cave.
It's not mist.
It's not mist. That's just sweat.
Mm-hmm.
I sweat a lot too, so I kind of understand where Barry Pepper's coming from.
Yeah.
Like it's really frustrating when you're dealing with normal people and you're
Mhm.
just like standing there sweating next to somebody who's like doesn't at all, and it's like,
yeah,
what is going
it's
on?
embarrassing. You feel like a
Yeah.
freak, right?
Yeah, you're a fucking freak up
God,
in
you're
here.
such a freak, Chris.
And then people look over at you and they're like, "Why are you sweating so much?" And I'm like, "'Cause
yeah,
I'm a
and then
freak."
they're like, "Do you have something to hide?"
Yeah, and I'm like, "No," wiping the sweat off my brow.
Versus that guy in the room of the movie, and the detective goes right to him because he's
Mhm.
sweating.
Is that a real thing though, where people like when they're nervous they sweat?
I think so. Yeah. Oh, I think
Really?
you have like nervous giveaways, like you twitch your eyes or you shake or you act like that, just like you're
What
doing
if you
now.
just do them all at once and then they would be like they wouldn't even understand?
or you're very calm and then they just think you're like a cold-blooded killer.
That's how you beat the system.
That's why the
Is
cop
sh-
thought I stole my car because I was so calm when it happened. He was like convinced that I had like stolen my own car, and he pursued me for months.
I
mean,
still
he's
don't.
just
I'm
doing
not
what
even
he's
sure you
He's doing
didn't
what
steal
he's
your own car.
trained, AJ. All right, harass the
Harass the innocents.
complainant. Yeah.
Look, AJ, I'm not convinced you didn't steal your own car, you son of a bitch. You
Yeah.
you got shifty eyes, is
Stole
what you
my
have.
own car. I wrecked my own car on the other side of town, and then waited for the police to wake me up
Threw
at
it-
2 a.m. to tell me in my underwear. I did all that.
Threw it down a cliff.
It's believable.
Mark,
Ran all the way home.
I can tell Battlefield Earth has had an effect on you. Spiritually, of course, because I am
Mhm.
noticing a rock salt in the background of your video now. And
Yeah.
only the
You're
most
fine,
spiritual
though.
people have those, so.
No, I've
You're
always
fine.
had my rock salt lamp. Unfortunately, I can't turn it on because the camera likes to focus on it. So,
That's okay, Mark.
crime.
Just by you having it, it is already turning me on.
speaking of spiritualism, in this scene
Mhm,
we watched,
Yeah.
there's this dude hanging out on a cliff.
Playing
Yeah,
the-
like that dude. What is
Yeah.
he playing a didgeridoo or something?
Barry Pepper.
Fucking-
Like then he's
No, that's not.
Oh, he's praying. Oh, that's the chieftain. He's praying to the
is-
gods.
That guy's playing a long didgeridoo style instrument. I thought he
Yeah.
was this. His job in this tribe is to signal when the sun. He's like a fucking
Yeah.
rooster of this tribe. Like he signals
Yeah.
when the sun is up and down, going down.
Can you
So
talk
they
about
have
like
time.
right before that, and Barry Pepper turns on his horse and they decide to use slow motion, but it doesn't quite work and it like breaks down a bit. Like why did they slow this down here? Right here, it
I
like, turns to
100%
slow motion,
because the
and then
clip.
they're using that like fake gladiator music, where it's like
This is why they slowed it down because they cut the cameras too early, which is something
and
I
there wasn't
always
enough
tell
footage.
you to not fucking do.
That's right. I'm very guilty of that. I even do it when I'm vlogging. I like start talking
know.
before it's even going. I'm
I
like, "Oh,
know.
shit."
You were so we did those vlogs recently, and you're like so like precious with the time. You're like,
Yeah, I know.
I'm like,
Time's
"You're
short.
like, oh, why'd you turn
Gotta
it
keep
off?
moving.
Yes,
That's just
it's
the way I was
attention
raised.
spans.
Like we were raised to like value every second because you had no time in your life, and now we're just like
Really?
working ourselves to death. Yeah. Remember, we were lunches in cafeteria like 15 minutes long. You're in and out of there before I even sat down.
Yeah, I was like, I
Yeah.
didn't even get comfortable with the idea of eating, and now,
Yeah.
bam.
Yep. Up. Off to the next class. Fuck you.
I remember middle school lunches being longer, but yeah, like high school, they took the
They were
whole
fast.
lunch period and
Yeah.
split it like just a regular length period and split
Yeah.
into 3 different lunch groups. It's like,
And it was a
that
big ass
that wasn't long
cafeteria, so
enough.
you spent like 5 minutes just getting to the other side of it.
Stupid people planning stupid things. That's what happens.
Remember like running to the front of the line so that you would have time to fucking eat? 'Cause if you were in
Yeah.
the back of the line, by the time you got your food, the next
bet-
group was already
I
coming.
bet that's
Yeah.
like how it is in the cave with Barry Pepper. That's probably why he's sweating all the time. He's always running to try to get his fucking food.
Hey,
do you think
you
they
gotta
eat
do what
in
you
the
gotta
cave?
do. What kind of food do they make in the cave?
Yeah, what are they eating in that vagina?
Probably.
We've talked
Uh,
about this, right?
Well,
thought-
but wait, go ahead, AJ.
I thought we dove into this a little before.
We did.
Oh,
but
I don't remember.
I have a new perspective.
Okay, what's your thought?
When I think of like cavemen and like wheels made of stone and shit, I think of oats, like oatmeal, because I feel like that is ground with those big stones.
Crushing grains and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
So I
But
think
where are
of,
they growing these grains? Like you need agriculture to grow
When-
grains.
when we see
got
the
I mean,
old
they have
man.
some green areas.
Yeah, when the
Some
old man's
fucking
praying,
rocks.
the old man prays to the sky gods, and we see like this beautiful lake down below where they should
Yeah.
actually be living, but they don't because they're too stupid.
Stupid.
think
They
they
think they're gonna
ventured-
get COVID
I
down
think this
there.
is Barry Pepper's first time down in like the forests. Like he has never left. the
No,
countryside.
he's been everywhere because he came back with that medicine for his dad. Remember,
Yeah.
he went up the mountain and then back down.
Well,
with
he
the
went
dog.
up the mountain,
the
right?
feet.
But like we're talking down in the forest.
Well, he's a
in the lake
greener, right?
beds.
He's a green finger.
He's a loose cannon, Mark. You never know what BP is going to be up to.
Mhm.
I'm just wondering because like he doesn't seem to know what's out there because
He
he's
doesn't.
Like,
He's
he
like-
leaves for 5 minutes and he runs into. It seems like he's probably run into something that has spooked his horse enough that
Yeah.
it has thrown
Pepper.
him from it,
Yeah.
Can we talk about that
and
transition?
he
That
seems
George
surprised
Lucas
that he's like
shit transition.
being shown. Yeah, did you see that transition?
The George Lucas
that was George
episode
Lucas.
1
That was
transition.
Phantom Menace right there. It's something about
I mean,
1999.
I would have taken a star wipe over that.
the screw the
The scroll,
the
the
scroll. open.
Moses parting the seas transition.
all the things you could be inspired by from Star Wars, it's like the worst aspect of the fucking
Well,
stupid
yeah,
transitions.
the romantic dialogue probably and the transitions.
I have a question though. We're talking about like why don't they live down in the valley?
Mhm.
So back in the day with cave people, do you think there
Yeah.
was tribes that were just like too stupid to survive? So like they could have like went and lived in the green fields, but instead they're like, let's stay in the mountains, and then they just die off.
Well, I think you had a lot of like things that would just happen, like flooding and like natural disasters that would wipe people out pretty quickly. You know what I mean? Volcanoes.
Oh,
all kinds of
so
things.
now climate change is just a hoax to you, and this was always
mean-
happening all along. Is what you're saying, AJ?
Oh,
The
the dinosaurs died
caveman,
by,
the Neanderthal,
year.
literally died off. Like they
Yeah.
probably were too stupid. All they did was live in the caves. They didn't go out to the. They weren't growing the fields and
yeah.
animal husbandry and shit like that.
No, we just don't really know where they are on the planet. This is the other problem. We don't really know where they are. They're speaking English, right? But they could be anywhere. They could be anywhere.
Do you think they're actually speaking English, or do you think they're speaking their dialect and the movie's just portraying it as English for us?
Oh, I
a
don't know.
layman?
It's Scientologist, so it's hard to know.
Right. It's deep on many levels. It's like an
Mhm.
onion. You have to peel back the layers to
So I
understand.
learned a bunch of
Scientology.
things about this movie since we last talked.
Really?
I watched this 30-minute thing about the guy who wrote it.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Really?
it was eye-opening. Yeah.
Are you a Scientologist now?
I might be. Well, the guy who wrote it was promised it wasn't going to be anything about Scientology.
Oh, you're talking about the real writer, not the story that's based.
No, the real
okay.
writer.
What
Yeah.
what does being a Scientologist even get you, AJ?
Tom Cruise.
You
Like-
just get to be Tom Cruise.
What does it get a low level like nobody?
Nothing. You got to be a lackey, I would think.
Can you work
You
your
probably
way
got to
up?
pay your dues.
They're like, you gotta kill Thomas Miscavige's wife or whatever the guy's name
That's
was.
how Hollywood works. You got to pay your dues from the bottom and work your way up.
Like you get to like put away Tom Cruise's shoes or something at some point. Like you gotta just
Yeah.
keep working your way up.
Yeah, you get to drive his honeys around in his limo.
You do what
Who
you
knows?
gotta do
Who
to
knows?
level up
Do you
in
think
Scientology.
like low-level Scientology would even be attainable for people like us, or do you think you have to be like
No. I think it's like-
aspiring actors
yeah,
who maybe
no.
have been in things?
Well, the problem
and,
is it's like a
Whoa.
it's
they're
like a
just,
para.
like, they're not
it's like
they're
a-
not Hollywood actors, but they're at least like successful in
It's-
their
it's-
terms. Like you have to be at least like better than just regular run-of-the-mill Joe.
I think it's like a pyramid scheme. You get into like you're fucked on the bottom.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows it's crazy now. Like for the most part, thanks to documentaries and Tom Cruise jumping up and down on the couch. So people are aware of this. So if you got in right at that point, you're kind of probably stuck at the bottom of the pyramid doing all the work, right?
Yeah, just like Fat Bowman when he tried to get me involved in those pyramid schemes after high
Oh
school.
my god,
Um,
Mark. He did. He tried to get
Dude,
us in these
remember
pyramid
AJ? We were-
schemes.
I know. I think he approached me too at some point. I can't remember
God.
where I met him.
AJ and
but,
I were
like,
at FYE. We
fucking-
ran into him, and he's
Oh
like,
my
"Yo, we
God.
should meet up." And we're like, "Okay." And then we went to like met him at Borders or some shit, Barnes and Noble. Remember AJ? And he
Yeah.
tried to get us hooked into his pyramid scheme.
And I think right in front of him, we just like shot him down, right? Like hardcore, and he was
We're
so
like,
upset.
yeah. And then we posted on like Zanga or some shit, and he like got all mad. Remember? I was like, Fat Bowman tried to get me to sign up for his pyramid scheme. This was like in like 2002.
It's great stuff. I mean, if you're not like, dude, like the whole art of the pyramid scheme is to get people that aren't smart enough to realize it's a pyramid scheme. That's like how
Exactly.
you run it. You got to be like willing to like fuck people over. You're a snake oil salesman, basically. You're conning people. You got to be smart enough to con people. If you're not, then don't.
What
do
we
it.
need to do, it's too late to join another pyramid scheme. Is we need to start one.
Well, I think we could get on this dewormer stuff. You know, they're saying there's 80% of men that take it, it sterilizes them, which I think is really funny. But I think we get in on this. We start selling dewormer, or the next dewormer. We prep for that. And we
Why
get
don't we
in
just
on the
pick
ground
another
floor.
animal, like a really cheap animal, like thing we can get?
Yeah,
And
we just need
that-
like easy access to it somehow that other people can't get, and then just corner the market.
I like it. I like where it's at. So,
Mhm.
back to Battlefield Earth. Barry Pepper makes his way into the lush green forests of yonder, and then he overhears something in the sky.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What is it? Why is my face huge?
I know. It's like you came
Why
back.
is
It's like
your
on your
camera
horse.
just-
Oh
I
my
don't know why
God.
it's doing that.
It
I don't
does
know how to
that, Mark.
stop
It
that.
follows him.
Close up. Ah!
Pretty cool.
Did you see that one shot right before we lose it where he's tumbling or the horse goes over the camera and it looks really bad? Like the angle, it's like about to fall.
I don't like that
Ugh.
they made the horse fall. Oh yeah,
No,
right
they-
there.
there, look
It
at
doesn't fit at all. Yeah, it's just
Ugh.
a transitional moment because they're like now all of a sudden in a field and outside of the forest.
Well, yeah. What happened to the quarry? What happened to the
What
quarry?
happened to the quarry? What happened
He
to
got
Mark?
to the
He's all
forest
out of focus.
very fast.
What? Yeah. I'm
Oh, there
back
you
in focus.
There he's back.
Yeah,
very fast from the quarry to the
remember
forest.
how he spent days looking for this medicine, but he just
Yeah.
literally took 3 minutes to get to the forest.
I don't understand that. It
I have a
confuses
theory about
me.
that.
Okay.
He just didn't really want to save his dad.
God, why is it zooming in on you like that?
Because I have a theory and it wants to know it. So he just went down there and he like hung out and like lied. He didn't actually find the medicine or anything. He was like, I get it because I have kids.
Maybe
and I'm
he's
like,
just-
Didn't he have a
maybe-
package or
yeah.
something when he got back?
I like this
I thought he
idea.
had something.
Mark.
Maybe he's just going from cave
BP
to
always has a
cave.
package.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just conning all the cavemen and going around and.
Dude, maybe he's starting the pyramid scheme.
He's in this movie. Like he's got to be part of the pyramid, right?
I mean,
Like,
when John
and if he's in the
Travolta
movie, he can't
won't
be.
leave you alone about being in your movie, you're gonna be in it.
camera.
You
He
know,
can't be on
John
the low
Travolta.
level, so this means he's already been
Yeah.
selling snake oil, right? So like, yeah.
Well, the recent rumor is John Travolta might be leaving Scientology. It's a hot rumor online.
That's
You
not
can't
gonna
just
happen.
leave Scientology
Can't
after
just-
being part of it for the
No,
last
I
30
know.
years.
It's like
What?
leaving the Kremlin. You don't get out of your life. You know.
Oh yeah, no, you don't leave the KGB.
Oh, you leave it in a body bag.
in a pine box.
Yeah,
6
6
feet
feet
under.
under the ground. Yeah.
What is he hoping to do by leaving Scientology at this point in his career? Like,
I think he's upset. What
idolize it?
happened?
The
Didn't
guy's like 80 years old.
well, his
This is
wife
what-
died, right? And then
Yeah.
like his son died, and I think he's just like
This
losing
is the
faith.
thing with John Travolta is he's clearly gay and he's never come out, and he needs to so that he can enjoy his life the way he's meant to enjoy it. Right?
Oh, he's not gonna do that. Making
They're
Fred
not
Durst
going to let
films.
him do that. they're
Just
not going to
saying.
let. They're not going to let him do that in Scientology.
That's true.
Is there
I just want
something
the
in
man to be happy.
Scientology that you can't be gay?
Probably, I would assume. I don't know.
I mean, most
I
religions.
know the rumors of like Tom Cruise being a closet homosexual, John Travolta being a closet homosexual, but like, is that because their religion frowns on homosexuality?
Probably. I don't
Maybe.
honestly know.
Maybe he thought it would hurt his career or something, but I don't know.
I mean, it's not
I
like
mean,
he has
I
a
always
great
just
career. as
assume
it
any
is.
Hollywood actor is
I mean-
homosexual.
Would doing a Fred Durst movie hurt your career? He made that roll of the dice.
Yeah, that was a that was a hard roll.
So who
though.
knows?
Snake eyes.
All right, so he hears something. What do we think he hears? Is it obviously an alien spaceship?
Yeah, I see an alien spaceship.
Oh, it spooks the hell out of his horse.
Yeah. Oh, do you see that?
Who-
What was that? Dirt?
There's something
He
there. at the
rode
end.
down the side of a mountain before, so I'm feeling like this horse is probably like pretty well trained. So like,
Mhm.
if this is noise spooks this horse and he can't control this horse, then it's got to be something crazy as fuck.
Crazy as fuck. But when he falls
Falls
falls in a
hard.
field filled with ticks,
Yeah,
which is rough to get.
it's right.
Yeah.
Is this
Just
a rock?
littered with ticks everywhere.
Oh,
And I
it's
don't
not
like
even
that they
him
made
falling.
this horse fall over. That looked.
Did you
dangerous
see how
for
he
the
fell
horse.
under the horse, but the next shot he's like away from the horse in a grass cushion?
He's in a grassy knoll, like
Yeah, he like fell away
guy
from
who
the horse,
killed
but the
Kennedy.
shot priorly he was
Lee
under
Harvey
the horse.
Oswald.
So,
Yeah, I don't
Watch.
know.
watch when he
I mean,
falls sideways.
that's
He's
not
under
Barry
the
Pepper
horse.
falling on that horse.
Look right here, under the horse, and now watch cut.
I
He's in
don't
the
know.
grass.
Oh yeah, there. He kind of turned. What? Okay, that kind of looks like a dragon at the end.
Yeah, what is that last scene?
We'll have to see next minute.
What is falling down?
Well, let's do theories. What do we think it is?
Oh, it looks kind of like just a stack of rocks, but maybe I'm
Stack
just
rocks is a
not-
good guess. Cavemen, they would have
What
rocks.
the fuck is a stack of rocks just doing out there?
It looks like a stack of rocks.
Yeah,
Like
go
dirt
back.
falling on. Maybe it's just like the kick up from the horse for a split second.
What? What is wrong with you guys? Hold on. Here we go.
Was that
Let's
a
check this
CG
out here.
horse?
Oh,
That
this
was
is the wrong
terrible.
clip. God damn it! I was in the wrong.
No,
clip.
we're almost there.
All right, here we go. He's running through the thing. He falls.
He
And
lands.
we get it for a
And here comes the stack of rocks.
second.
Boom.
That's not a stack of rocks.
All
No,
right,
that was like
tree.
a
That
pile
was
of
a
dirt
tree or
falling
It's like a
over.
tree or
Like a
something
tree.
like that falling down. Yeah.
Ugh.
Do you think
What
this
would
is a
make
trap?
tree fall down?
That's what I'm saying. Do you think this is a
wind?
trap?
Chainsaw.
Like he tripped
A what?
a tripwire or something like that. Like
Lots of
motherfucking
things can make a
chainsaw?
tree fall down. I mean, termites can make a tree fall down.
AJ knows about termites. Oh no, he knows about roaches.
I know about every insect there is because I've dealt with all of them in my life. I've lived everywhere where there's been horrible insects.
right. So you set like a trap with a tree, right? You hang a rope or something. You put a net underneath. They walk
Yeah,
over the net.
yeah.
It pulls them up. I've never seen a trap where the tree you trip
Just
it, the tree
falls.
just fucking falls on
Maybe
top.
it's the spotted lantern flies. That's why it's falling.
Dude, this spotted lantern flies.
You know they're in
fucking
Kansas
everywhere.
now?
Holy shit!
They've made it all the way out the can. They hop on cars and they travel very long distances quickly. They're
See,
everywhere.
If you're an alien race and you want to like take over the planet secretly, you just
Spotted lantern
introduce
flies.
a new bug insect, and
Yeah,
you're like, oh, we
that's all you
discovered
have
this
to
new
do.
insect, and then it
Because
spreads.
people aren't smart enough to realize that that's a problem.
That
I
was
mean,
the premise
clearly,
of
we've learned that the
day,
last few years, right?
Tomorrow Day or whatever the fuck.
Day after tomorrow.
No, that Chris Pratt movie that just came out.
Oh, I didn't see that. What's
Jurassic
Tomorrow
Park
World.
7.
Tomorrow World? Wait, what happened in
That's
it?
wrong.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but
Don't worry, we'll never see it.
Yeah, the premise, the aliens, the things that destroyed Earth or something are like a invasive species that aliens introduced to Earth to like prune the world of like life.
Makes sense. Makes sense to me. I mean,
But I'm not saying I'm talking like on a smaller scale. You just start introducing.
yeah, I think
things like
bugs,
insects.
insects would be
People won't
good.
notice.
I mean, don't you think aliens would be able to like create some sort of bioweapon that would just like wipe off
Yes.
like
Probably, but why would they care about us? It's not like we
They
can
want
go
our
anywhere or
resources.
do
they
anything.
want our planet?
One our
Why,
sweet
why would
ass
they want our
planet.
planet? Why do you assume our resources are even worth having?
Why would a alien race come
All
to
our
our planet
resources
other than
pollute.
for the natural resources?
Because they put us here, Mark. Don't you know anything about Scientology?
Mark. They put us here. Mark.
We're the petri dish. I thought we went over this already in episode 3 or something.
If I was an alien, I would grow. This is my theory about aliens.
Okay.
Aliens are just us, okay? But we reseeded this planet because we want to live forever. So we randomly pick up people and then harvest their organs and their tissue and DNA so that we can use it to keep ourselves alive.
That's cool. Or maybe we just use it to like make microchips for our new iPhones.
I mean, I feel like
too.
I've read articles that were only a couple years away from like being able to live forever. I don't think aliens, like species that can travel through intergalactic space and stuff, need to create a world where they
Care
can like
shit about us.
harvest the.
Rich people made a whole island and kept Ewan McGregor there to harvest his organs, and Scarlett Johansson. So how dare you assume aliens don't want to do the same thing? Have you never seen
guess
The
you're
Island,
sure.
Mark?
What's it called? The
The
Island.
Island.
God damn,
Yeah.
Hugh McGregor's good. I didn't used to like him, but
I
I'm coming
haven't seen
around.
that movie. No, is it good?
No, it's not good. The Island? It's a Michael Bay movie. It's fine. It's not good. It's better than Monster Hunter, though. I will say that.
Yeah.
I didn't even try and touch that movie.
Me and AJ touched it. We touched it all night.
I tell you what was fun that I watched recently was Brand New Cherry Flavor, the TV show.
Oh, on
About this-
Netflix?
Oh yeah,
Actress. Yeah, it has gore. It gets gorier, which I was shocked. Like and there's zombies
I
and
like
shit. It's
gore.
pretty good.
Really?
It was fun. Yeah, there's this
check
crazy
it out.
decapitation scene that's pretty wild. And I
Hmm.
was surprised. It's like, oh, it's fun. It's like
I
fun.
like don't know what to
fun
watch.
stuff.
I have every single streaming service. I have access
Oh,
to a
too
library
much.
of unfathomable like.
Watch The
Too much.
Expanse.
I don't know what to fucking watch.
Watch The Expanse.
Don't listen to him.
The
I
Expanse
did
is like
start
the
The
highest rated
Expanse.
sci-fi show.
I got to like
Awesome.
halfway
Like,
through
I heard
season
stuff.
2, and I
Wow.
don't know.
Let me fix my
I
motherboard.
feel like it wasn't moving fast enough. It just.
I
it wasn't
love that
enough.
show. It gets so fucking good. Okay, so where are we at with Battlefield Earth?
I
What
think
do we
we're good.
You
I
think
think
we're
I'm
good.
excited to see the
I
fall.
think I need to
the
see
next
what
step.
happens when this tree lands on Barry Pepper.
That's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna get peppered up.
He's gonna get peppered,
That
not
dirt.
just salted.
Do you think he's gonna be
He's
saved?
getting
Or do you
assaulted.
think he's gonna run into an alien and then be saved, or
He's gonna get up.
running into now is before the aliens attack?
He's gonna get up and like all these Scientologists are gonna be in front of him. talk to
He's gonna
him.
get up. Yeah.
Tom Cruise rushes in and picks him up.
Yeah. Starts
Who's-
jumping on
who
top
can
of him like
say?
the couch.
For some reason, he's naked. He's just like,
I started watching these like Tom Cruise interviews from when he was like
God.
first with what's her face.
Yeah.
Nicole
He's so
Kidman.
crazy, Kitty.
No,
Adams.
the other one.
Oh,
From Dawson's Creek.
Kim.
oh, Katie something.
Yeah, and then there was like some Matt Lauer was like interviewing him, and he like got all upset with Brooke Shields for talking about taking antidepressants or something. and
Dude,
it was
Tom Cruise is so
fucking weird.
crazy. He's so crazy. I mean, he's a good actor, but he's crazy. You
Crazy.
should never be in a relationship with Tom Cruise.
I would be in a relationship with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, for the money. We know.
Well, yeah.
Katie Holmes. That's right.
80 Holmes.
Yeah, Katie Holmes. Yeah. We talked about this before. Couldn't do Batman.
Couldn't do Batman
keep
too.
doing
because
Batman.
He was
Scientology
good
on
in
that.
Batman Begins.
Better than
Although
Maggie
I
Gyllenhaal.
will-
Yeah.
Maggie Gyllenhaal is definitely a step up, frankly. I'm just saying.
No.
Oh yeah, and acting.
Oh,
Way
and acting,
better.
yeah.
I mean, in acting, but we're talking about a Batman movie. You don't
Yeah.
need like fucking.
You don't need to be acting.
you know?
Well, When you're Christopher Nolan and you can leave Warner Brothers and go to Universal, you're gonna do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, which is probably just garbage.
All right, I'm ready for the next minute.
All right, fine. AJ says we're done with
Well,
minute 7 of Battlefield Earth. Thank you for being supporters. Catch you here next week. Goodbye.
Battlefield. Earth. Battlefield. Earth.